Squirrels! So hello, and welcome to another Legends of Runeterra video. My name is Chris, and today we'll be doing something a bit different. We'll be playing a deep deck that doesn't involve Shadow Owls. Now, I will say that this deck probably isn't as good as the Shadow Owls version, because Shadow Owls version has, Maokai and Deadbloom Wanderer and Atrocity as well to go with Nautilus, or your big sea monsters, or the big Terror of the Tides as well. And so we don't have, as many options as perhaps Shadow Owls does in terms of getting deep. But the idea of this deck is to get deep by drawing cards, and you can, use like Twisted Fate as well, potentially, for a level up if you want as well. We've still obviously got as much toss as we can from just Build War with Dredgers and Jettison, and Salvage, obviously a pretty good card as well for the Draw 2 and Toss 2. So we are, trying to get there as quick as we can still. And obviously the idea is you get deep by, just drawing through your deck, as well as tossing some of it. And that's how you're going to get deep. Now, one thing that you do miss as well is a bit of the healing package as well from Shadow Owls, but you do get some access to some good removal, Thermo Beam, Mystic Shot, and the likes, and stuff like Rummage can be pretty helpful to find the cards that you actually need and want, particularly once you are deep. Drawing like a Rummage, say you've got Dredgers in your hand and you're already deep, rummaging stuff like that away can be pretty useful, and pretty good for you as a whole. And if you can manage to level up a Twisted Fate, then you are pretty golden most of the time. So yeah, with that said, as I say, not top tier deck today, just something that I think is a bit more fun and a bit more loose, and I'm going to play a bit more fun and a bit more loose. So yeah, but let's get into some games. Is this the Poro deck? Poros is interesting. They probably won't put on enough pressure to be able to fully deal with this. I'm not sure Jewel Hunters is great, to be honest. I can't think of much. Like, what's it going to kill? A Poro, or just get killed by Braum, make a really good trade for Braum? So I don't think that's correct. Twisted Fate could be okay, particularly if, he can't get the Poros next before turn 4. The Thermo Beam could be okay. Obviously, we want to be hitting deep kind of as quick as we can, so that we can deal with Lux. Okay, so let's go for the pick a card on two. Nautilus. Is that risky? It is a bit risky, but I'll still go for it. Could Thermo Beam this now, but I don't want to. And my reasoning is that I want the mana next turn for when we draw all these extra cards. And yeah, we find some pretty good options as well. So this is the one thing that the Jewel Hunters can trade pretty well into. Obviously, we'll open with the Dredgers. Plucky Poro, obviously the one that it doesn't trade that well into. Yeah, that Overwhelm might be a bit of a problem, so I am going to try and deal with it. We also get a sea monster for it, of course. Purify, okay. Well, it still does block this, so that's still fine. I could Thermo Beam now, though. But I could Thermo Beam a Braum as well. Purify is interesting. We lose out on Dredgers. Oh, that's a pretty nice draw. That'll deal with this pretty well, assuming no Poros next. But of course, Poros next could be coming. There he is. He opens with it, which is certainly interesting. I'll go for that, of course. And I will just block with the Dredgers. It's not doing much. Could be double Poros next. If so, we've still got the removal for it, with the Make It Rain as well, potentially. So what would I prefer to use? Gotcha now. This is probably the best Make It Rain we're gonna get. And then we can what? Go for Twisted Fate. Obviously we're just trying to survive as much as we can here. So we'll refill the spell mana. Single combat. It's fine. That opens up this gotcha potentially if I want it. I think I probably do. So we're up to 25. He's on no spell mana and only 3 cards in hand, so we should be not too far behind. Another gotcha. But I'm gonna go for another Twisted Fate here, blue card.
I'm always up for a round or two. Soak it in.
Could be on Lux or something like that. It's an okay draw. There is Lux. See, we can't attack into that. So I think could be spell mana efficient. He's gonna go Aurora Borealis. That's gonna be 6. That's gonna upgrade his Lux. He can then kill this. If I go for pick a card, what would I send back though? The gotcha maybe? The make it rain isn't doing much right now. Let's do it. It's gonna draw us 3. With that and the jettison will get us very close. 4, 16. Yeah, we'll be one off deep. And then as soon as we get deep, we should be okay. There's Nautilus. That's another Nautilus, so we don't have to worry about that one. Wow, really?
I'm sure.
Can I take 4? Didn't have much direct damage. I could threaten the level up as well. So I think I can go for that. And just hit it back to him. Single combat. So if I gotcha now, he can't level up Lux. That seems fairly important, right? Not if he Fury of the North though. Wow, okay. Well, I'm very glad he didn't use that Fury beforehand. Thing is, this first one now doesn't have a target, which is pretty good. And then Nautilus and big sea monsters are pretty much going to be the only other targets he's going to get, which is going to make Lux fairly useless. So we're up to 16 now. So now we'll become deep. There we go. Has an Abyssal Eye. So we can play Nautilus. What is he going to have? Aurora Borealis. I mean, you know, we can play this 6/6 as well. That can draw us a card. I mean, can he take 13? I would think not.
What will you have?
Tavern Keeper obviously not doing much. This Abyssal Eye, however, is. So yeah, we attack, and now we're pretty good, right? Like, Aurora Borealis is, I think, his only out here. That's pretty good as well. That'll kill the Lux next turn. And yeah, we're just gonna sea monster him out. You see, you can get deep pretty quick with this kind of deck. See, that's not doing anything. We can just go for this. He could single combat. He could do a lot of things, but that's fine as well. Porous Snacks. So what? And double power snacks, yeah. Ugh. And so I think I have thoroughly proven that this deck can get deep quick enough to be okay. I think its main problem is that it is lacking the healing ability of Shadow Isles. And, you know, maybe some of you can do some tinkering with it and find out, you know, maybe I'm running not enough Thermo Beams, or maybe Mystic Shot's no good, or Static Shock shouldn't be in there, or, you know, more Gotcha, or whatever. I'm sure there's some formula that is out there that is correct that could make this pretty good. Yeah, I think it needs some tweaks. Maybe make it rain isn't quite good enough in this kind of thing. But it's certainly an interesting deck, and certainly one that I'm having some fun building. So yeah, with that said, thank you for watching. I've been Chris. Have a really nice day.